Hi folks, Artie here. We're on to putting trailers together. I'm going to show you how I've done some of my trailers, and hopefully this tip will help you guys in the construction. I was happy for the cattle trucks to be here, but that's going to be a separate video when they arrive. So let's get on with it. Now, I have completed the B double tippers. Now, this is going to be a separate video altogether later on down the track, as in the kits itself they haven't got pivoting points or an operating hoist. So once things settle down, I am going to make a hoist system and have this pivoting. I'll have to do a little bit of modification, but not much. Everything's pretty much there. Now, I was doing a bit of experimenting with the painting on this. I have done it with the AK aluminium, or polished aluminium, and it came up pretty shiny on that side there. Now, with me and my new toy and the liquid chrome paint, I decided I'm going to use this just to make it more shinier on the other side, and I made a total utter mess of it. The shines come up reasonably good, but it's also lifted the AK paint up and it's left streaks in it. So now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to sand all that back and repaint it. And later on, when I do the section on the tippers, I will show you how I've painted the side of the trailer, sides of the trailer, and how I install the hoist. So I'll put that aside. Now, I did say before that this plastic's pretty fragile. Now, with one of the other B trailers, A trailers that I've got, during painting, I dropped this body and it cracked. And as you can see, that's how fragile this plastic is. So, if you do get these kits, just be careful, try not to drop it. They don't bounce very good on concrete ground, on concrete floor. Okay, so on to the assembly. I'm going to start with the standard flat top trailer. As you can see, it's all painted up and ready to go. So with the flooring, as you see here, it's already got the grooves all pre-cut into it, which makes it easier for assembly. The big side here is the front of the trailer, which goes here. So what I'll do is I'll get the excuse me. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll get my super glue. I'll get the super glue, and what I'll do is I'll put a little bit up the front, like so, and then into the grooves. Now these grooves, as you see here, are part of the chassis. Now you've got these bits here, which is the cross members. I'm being quite liberal with this super glue because I want really to bite in and stick. Trying to get it in the middle of the cross members so it sticks. And then I'm going to get a little bit dab down on the back here. Okay, so that's reasonably, I'll put a little bit down in here, like so. Alright, let's put the lid back on it. Now I'm going to get the tip it upside down. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to get this end bit maybe just a smidgen over the edge, over the end, just to have that bit of an overlap. But the trailer just simply glows straight into the grooves. Try to get in the middle as best as you can. That doesn't look too bad. There is a bit of a play. Now, what I do is, to get the straightness and have it running in nicely, I'll get my clothes pegs. I'll pick it up, square it up, so it's pretty much in the middle, like so. Yep. Still moves a little bit, so I'm going to put one in the middle here, like so. That's going to hold it. Now, I've got these little pegs. You should be able to find them in the craft shops. They're handy for these modelling, I found out. So what I'm going to do is on the end here, I'm going to put two right on the edge of the skid plate there, like so. Another one on these cross members on each side. Just to tighten it up. Right. And I'll try to get another one in the middle here. And with the back bit here, I am going to use the big peg. Don't let me do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get the little one, get up in the inside there. They're just big enough. Look at that, just big enough. Get it on both sides, like so. Pick's falling apart. Let me get a wider one. There we go. I'll get this one. Put it in here. Okay, with this super glue, it says you'll bond in 10 seconds. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it aside. I'll let it dry for at least 15 minutes. So I'll be back in 15 minutes to finish it off. Okay. So anyway, I've glued this one on. This is the first one that I did. I went ahead and done another one. That's the same trailer. So all I'll do now is remove the pegs, like so. And the floor is done. Now, the other thing that I'll have to do is get the gates or the hurdles, the front and back hurdles, to pre-drill the little holes. Now, with these trailers, they actually designed to carry containers as well. Now, for the models that got the Walthers and American containers, you can drill the holes, we'll put the container on and mark the spots. I'll actually do that in another video and how I'm going to prep the deck for the containers. The Australian models, our containers are different, where we actually need to have the lugs or have a raised indentation for the containers to sit on. I'll show you guys the difference in a later video. So that's that one done. Here's another one that I've done, one of the blue ones. Now, difference on this trailer, I messed up the back. I was going to redo the back on it. I messed it up, so I actually cut up the bit of styrene. I still got to do the white on the back. But with the... And what I've done is I've actually put a hook on the back here, which is for the road train dollies to hook up to. In the dolly kit, you will get... let me just find it. In the dolly kit, you'll get the hooks as such, pre-made. You've got to cut them off the strips and then glue them up on the trailer of your choice that you want to have or want to use as a road train trailer. So that's 2 trailers done. They're just the general trailers for the time being. Now I'm going to use this general well, I might call it a common flat top we have around here with the extra stringers on it. I've turned this into a road train trailer as well. As you can see, I've done the hook on the back. There's extra lights on the back. So now, again, as you see the indentations down in here, the big gap that you got from here to here is the front. The short one is for the back. So, got the super glue. And this one's going to be extra finicky because you've got extra cross members for it to stick down to. And another thing is also this one's slightly bent, as you can see. But as I said in the previous video, in the beginning, that doesn't matter because most of these are bent as it is. As you can see on this deck here, this deck is actually designed for 2 20-foot trailers and 1 40-foot. Hasn't got provisions for the, it hasn't got the stringers or cross members for the 20-foot in the middle. So I'll put the super glue down. Okay, that's that. Now I'm going to repeat the process like what I did with the other one, but this one's going to need more pegs. So I'm going to turn it upside down, find the spot and push it down. Okay. First of all, what I'm going to do is get it into its spot as such, try to get it in the middle, like so. I'm going to get the big pegs. I'm going to try to use 2 on this one this time. One there, and another one here. Okay. And now with extra stringers, I'm going to use extra pegs. So I've got these little wooden pegs. I'm going to put this one up the front, like so. I'll put 2 at the front, give an extra hold. And now I'm just going to work my way down the sides, like so. And these pegs are working out brilliantly because I can actually really get onto the stringers like that. A little bit on this side, a couple here. And just keep going down. This is just to give it that extra tension and squeeze on the plastic, so you can actually get a nice even flatness on the floor. It won't take long for it to dry, but still do it properly now, or if we do it properly, we do all the groundwork properly now, we're not going to have issues later on down the track with it falling to pieces or having gaps. So I'll get that into there, some down the back, like so. Go. And then, just break it. I'll have to fix that one up. Shows you how fragile this plastic is. It's very thin and very delicate. One more's got to go. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to put this aside now. I'll let it dry. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is finish off these trailers and put the rims on. Now, unfortunately, I don't have enough rims, and a lot of the rims are mismatched. I've got these hubs here. It's got a bearing cap as such. Then the same type of rims without the bearing cap. Same one without the bearing cap. So counting all of these, I've got enough for one trailer. As you see, I've got 3 of these ones. Different rims again. And it's just not going to look right when I put it on the actual truck itself, the trailers itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the other parcel to come in and finish off the rest of the rims. So for now, all I'm going to do is quickly show with one of the trailers. This one here is going on the red one, which is one of my B double trailers. That won't stick too good there. I have to fix that up. It needs a bit more dab of super glue up in the crevice there. But I'll fix that later off camera. I'm going to show you how I do these do the wheels, same as I did on the prime mover. I'll get one of these 4 hubs, the bearing caps. Let's see how they fit into place. Make sure that the wheel is pretty much in as far as it can. No, it needs to be shortened. So I'll just get my cutters. I'll just shorten the axle a little bit. Like this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, heavy glue's getting away on me. I'll use a bit of PVA glue. Put it in a little container. Don't need much. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, same as what I did with the prime movers, I'll get put a little bit of glue on the axle, like so. Okay, put that aside for a moment. I get 2 of these rims, like so. Slide them on, push them in all the way. put it lay it down on the floor and square the rims up, the wheels up on its spot. Now I'm going to leave that to dry for this one here needs to be squared up a little bit. That's it. Alright, I'm going to leave that alone now for a good 20 minutes or so before I put on the next rims. I'm not going to go through the whole process, but it gives you an idea. As you can see on the tipping trail, that's how I did it here. I just glued them into place. So I'm going to finish these off and show you what they look like at the end of the video. So here we go. This is the end of it now. I've glued all the wheels. The wheels are all dried up now. I have one here that hasn't taken very well, so I think she's still drying. No, it's alright now. I think it was this one. No, they're all okay. Now, I've put a hurdle on this trailer on both front and backs. So my blue one's got both hurdles. Needs to be painted up. Don't need to do a video on how to paint. Obviously, all of you guys know how to paint. This one's only got one hurdle. This is so I can actually have bigger loads on the back, or have something overhang like so, which we do. The A-trail on the red trailers, I put hurdles on front and back. Yeah, it is a bit skewy, but it's only temporary. I will be making the metal ones, which are a bit more sturdier, but that'll be for another video. So this is what they look like. I will make a following video now that I've got these done on the different combinations, the common combinations we have here in Australia. And the other video I'm going to do once they arrive is the sheep and cattle trailers when they arrive. So I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for other videos. Thank you for watching.